Okay, here's my Arduino project. It's designed to create a variety of patterns using these 8 LEDs. I was originally going to put it in a container, like a translucent container that it could light up and the container would appear to change colors. But I decided that that would actually be a waste of the number of patterns it can do, since you wouldn't be able to see them clearly through the container. The way it works is the code gets sent through these 3 wires. Because of these constants here, it's able to use just these 3 wires to send the code to the shift register, which then determines which light receives input when, and which makes this very efficient from a hardware standpoint. Still takes a ton of wires to connect the shift register to the lights, but it only takes 3 to go from the machine to the Arduino to the breadboard. So, the way you control it is you go to the list of instructions here under void loop and uncomment the one that you want to be using at any given time, the pattern, and recomment the one that you are done with. This here is ping pong, where it starts at the beginning, goes to the final LED, and then comes back. Similar one is one after another, which does the same thing basically, only they stay lit up until it comes back to the first one. Same thing pattern-wise, not very similar. Not super similar coding-wise. One at a time does basically like ping pong. It shoots to the final one, but then rather than going back along the same pattern, it just starts again at the top. I already showed you guys ping pong. Random LED does basically exactly what it sounds like. One of them activates randomly. And that one's much faster because there's really no need for them to stay up like that. And this is the one I was planning on using for my lit up light thing. Very scientific sounding, I know. And yeah, decided against that. The reason it's pausing, I assume, is because that's when it's chosen the same LED to light up right after the first one. Probably change that with a few lines of code, but really no point. It's something that's just artistic. Marquee is kind of like those construction road signs you see, where it's got multiple things lighting up at once in a pattern going around the circle. This does both rows at once. Binary count is probably the coolest one, in my opinion. It actually counts in binary up to about 250, if I remember correctly. Takes a while. If there's one thing that I was going to change with this project, one thing that's kind of annoying is, in order to adjust the amount of time that each light stays lit up for, you have to do it in every single one of these. Go to the individual void binary count, say void marquee, and change the time constant there, the delay constant. If I was going to do this project again, I would put those constants up here at the top with the other 4. That way I could change the amount of time it was delaying for each of them, whichever one was playing, without having to track it down. As for projects I might do in the future, I don't know. Ideally, I would like to write something that would write my essays for me, but I know that is far beyond the scope of my talents. This entire project has been rather fun, and that's it. Goodbye.